Hi everyone, so welcome to my channel. So myself Raza, and in this video I am going to discuss the MCQ bits of the chapter sets. Like in the previous video, so where I have discussed about the bits of a real numbers chapter, the same way we are going to deal with sets. Right, so if you haven't gone through that video, so please go through it and watch the video till the end. So if you are new to this channel, so please subscribe the channel, and if you like the video, so please share with your friends. Right, let us start with the questions of sets. Right, so question number 1. See, we are going to discuss first previously asked questions, then we will go for some more questions. Right, so first question, so set of human beings that reside on the moon is. So is there any person who is living on the moon? So there are no persons who reside. So reside means nothing but living. So there are no persons who are living on the moon, so hence it is a null set. So null set means so it contains no elements. Right, next moving on to question number 2. If A is subset to B. So what is the meaning of A is subset to B? So set A is completely present in set B. For suppose if I consider this set A, so this is my set A. Now this set A is completely present in set B. So let me change the color of the set B. So this is my set B. This is my set B, and this set is I am shading in this particular way. Right. So this is my set B. Now set A is completely present in set B. Now what is he asking? So A intersection B. So what is the common part of this? So how can you identify the common part? So common part is nothing but where there is a common shading. So common shading is occurring in this particular portion, right? So this particular portion is in common. So what is this particular part? So this particular part is nothing but A. Hence the answer is option A. So whenever you are having A subset to B, that means every element of A is present in B. If every element of A is present in B, then the common part, that is nothing but A intersection B, is given by A. If we ask about A union B, in the same question if we ask about A union B, then which set is the largest set? So here the largest set is B, hence the answer will be B. Right, so from this we can have 2 questions. Right, next moving on to question number 3. So what he has given, if n of A is equal to 12 and n of A intersection B is equal to 5, then find n of A minus B. So these type of questions, so we can easily solve using the concept of intersection, using the concept of Venn diagrams. So using the concept of Venn diagrams, so we can easily solve. For suppose if this set is A and this set is B. Now whenever n of A is given, so n of A is equal to 12, that means you write the number outside. So n of A means this whole circle will come, right? So this whole circle is n of A, that means A is equal to 12. Next what he has given, n of A intersection B is equal to 5, that means this part. So this is intersection part, so this part is sharing 5 things. That means clearly if this total is 12, so out of this 12 already 5 is taken by intersection part, that means remaining 7 will be present inside this particular part. Now what is he asking? N of A minus B. So n of A minus B means this particular part. So this particular part is nothing but called as n of A minus B. So this particular shape is nothing but we call it as n of A minus B. So how many terms are present, how many elements are present? Hence the answer is 7. Right, for suppose if we ask about n of B minus A, then we need to find out this particular part. Because n of B is not given, so there is no question of asking n of B minus A. Right, next if A is equal to X such that X is a letter of the word headmaster, then it's roster form. So already you know about roster form. So roster form is nothing but a set representation form in which the elements are separated by commas, and if you are having any repetition of letters, then you will not repeat, so you will be writing it only once. So from this, what will be the answer? So HEADMASTER. So this is not my answer. Next, HEAD M, already A is there, STER. So option B will be my answer, because here E is being repeated twice, here A is being repeated twice, so that's why these won't be my answers. So clearly option B is my answer. Next, moving on to question number 5. The following Venn diagram indicates. So already previously we have drawn, right? So here this is set A and this is the biggest set B. So these two are present in the universal set mu. So from this, what I can say? So set A is completely present in set B, then A is subset of B. Next, question number 6. X such that X is a prime number and a divisor of 6. So what are divisors of 6? So divisors of 6 are nothing but 1, 2, 3 and 6. Now among this, so what is the thing I need? So I need to have a divisor of 6 and. So and means nothing but intersection. So along with being a divisor of 6, it should be a prime number. So among these 4 divisors, only 2 are prime numbers. Hence the answer is set of 2, 3. So hence the answer is option C. Next, number of subsets of the set A 1, 2, 3, 4. So already we know the formula for number of subsets. So number of subsets is given by 2 power n. So 2 power n or 2 power n of A. So here A means nothing but the name of the set and n of A is nothing but cardinality of the given set. Cardinality means number of elements that are present in the given set. So from this 2 power, what is the number of elements that are present in this set? So those are totally 4. So 2 power 4 is nothing but 16. Hence the answer is 16. Next, if A is subset to B, n of A is equal to 4 and n of B is equal to 6, then n of A union B. So already we have discussed. So if A is subset to B, then A is the smallest set and B is the bigger set. So when you compare, when you take the union, then it will be equal to number of elements in the bigger set. That means n of A union B is equal to n of B. N of A union B is equal to n of B. For suppose if you ask about n of A intersection B, then you can simply write it as n of A. So n of A union B is equal to n of B and n of A intersection B is equal to n of A, because A is the smaller set and B is the bigger set. Now he is asking n of A union B, then answer would be n of B. So what is n of B here? So n of B is 6, hence the answer is 6. If you ask about n of A intersection B, then 4 would be the answer, right? Next, moving on to question number 9. If A is equal to X such that X is a letter of the word examination, then its roster form is. So you need to see the roster form. So E, X, M, A, N, A, T, I, O, N. So here S is extra, hence it is not my answer. Next, E, X, A, M, I, N, A, T, I, O, N. So examination. So hence it is my correct answer. Here again we got S, hence it is not the answer. Next, E, X, A is missing in this, hence this is also not my answer. So clearly likewise we can verify. Next, the following Venn diagram indicates. So if you observe, there is no common part. So there is no common part. So if there is no common part, that means they are disjoint sets. A and B are disjoint sets. Next, 11th one. If n of A is equal to 8 and n of B is equal to 3, n of A intersection B is equal to 2, then n of A union B is equal to. So already we know the formula. N of A union B is equal to N of A plus N of B minus N of A intersection B. So on substituting the values, I am going to get 8 plus 3 minus 2. So 3 minus 2 is 1. So 8 plus 1, 9. Hence the answer is 9. So this formula we need to make use of. We need to remember that formula, right? Next, moving on to question number 12. Now if you observe this figure, the shaded region in the above figure shows. If you observe the shaded part except set B, we are having the remaining all the part is shaded. That means we are leaving out set B. So leaving out set B means, so out of this universal set mu, we are subtracting B. So this is nothing but mu minus B. Mu minus B. So this mu minus B is also called as B complement. Mu minus B is also called as B complement. Right, so this is nothing but my answer. Right, next, which of the following is true in the following Venn diagram? Now this is my set A and this is my set B, and A union B is equal to 5. So can you say A union B is equal to 5? So there are a number of elements that are present in A and B. So when you take union, then this is false. Next, A union B is equal to mu. Is A union B is equal to mu? No, because 9 and 10 are outside the set A and B. So that's why this is also not possible. Next, A intersection B is equal to mu. So this is also not possible. Next, option D, since both the sets are different and there is no common element between these two, hence option D will be my answer. Next, set A is equal to FLO, so FLWO. So using this set A, so which is not the set builder form he is asking. So if you observe this, X is a letter from the word follow. So if you consider this roster form, so how can I write it as F comma O comma L comma W, right? So here the order of the elements is not important. Now from this option B, so this is also the set builder form of the given word. So this is also set builder form of the given word. This is also set builder form of the given word. But in option D you are having S, but in this you don't have S. Hence this is not the set builder form of the given roster form. Right. Next, moving on to question number 15. If the union of two sets is one of the set itself, then the relation between the two sets is. So what he is saying, if A union B is equal to, for suppose if I consider two sets A and B, if he says, what he is saying, if the union of two sets is one of the sets itself. So already we have discussed, if A union B is equal to A, or if A union B is equal to B, that means, so what he is saying, if union of two sets is one set, or union of two sets is one of the sets, then what is the relation? Either A subset to B, or, so here it is, so this particular condition is for B subset to A, and this particular condition is for A subset to B. In both the conditions, so what is the common thing? So the common relation that exists is subset. So clearly what I can say, one set is a subset of the other set. Right. Next, which of the following is an example for finite set? Example of finite set. So to say about finite set, so first of all we need to have the set builder forms, roster forms. Already the given things are in set builder form. Now option A, if you observe, x belongs to natural numbers and x square is equal to 9. So x square is equal to 9 means, so x is equal to plus or minus 3 is possible. That means x is equal to plus 3 comma minus 3. But what he is saying? He is saying that x belongs to natural numbers. That means we should not consider this minus 3. So clearly x is equal to 3. So it is the only possibility we have. Right. So this is the roster form of the first option. Now what is he asking? Finite set. So it is having only one element, hence it is a finite set. Now let us see the remaining, the set of rational numbers in between 2 and 3. So how many rational numbers will be in between 2 and 3? So there will be infinite number of numbers. So that is nothing but we call it as property of density, right? So using the property of density, we can say that there are infinite number of numbers between two rational numbers. Next, multiples of even primes. So what is even prime? So 2 is even prime. Now what is he saying? Multiples of even primes means 2, 4, 6, 8, 10 and so on. So these are nothing but infinite number of elements. That's why it is infinite set. Next, what about set of all primes? So there are infinite number of primes, hence it is also an infinite set. So from this, option A will be my answer, right? Next, moving on to question number 17, the number of subsets of the null set. So how many elements are present in null set? So there are 0 elements that are present in null set. Now what is the formula to find out number of subsets? So the formula to find out number of subsets is nothing but 2 power n or 2 power n of a. So if you consider the given set as a, then 2 power n of a, that means 2 power 0. So what is the value of 2 power 0? So 2 power 0 is equal to 1. So here what is that 1? Here null set is subset to itself. So that is the reason why we are having only one subset. Next, moving on to question number 18. Which one of the following statements is false? So first statement, every set is subset to itself. So it is true. Every set is subset to itself. Next, empty set is subset to every set. So this is also true. So every set is subset to itself and empty set is subset of every set. Next, intersection of two disjoint sets is empty set. So this is also true, because so already we said, so disjoint set means there won't be any intersection. So if there is no intersection, then we call it as empty set. Next, cardinal number of infinite set is 0. So can you tell the cardinal number of infinite set? So we cannot count the number of elements present in infinite set. Then how can you say that the cardinal number is 0? So it is not possible, hence this is my false statement. Next, from the Venn diagram, so find the value of A union B. So what is A union B? So A union B is nothing but combination of all the elements, which is nothing but 5, 6, 7, 8. Then answer is 5, 6, 7, 8. For suppose in the same question, if we ask about A intersection B, clearly from the figure you can see that those are disjoint sets, then it will be 5. So A intersection B is equal to 5, right? Next, moving on to question number 20. The number of subsets of a set is 16. So already we know the formula. Number of subsets formula is 2 power n, and he has given that it is equal to 16, and based on this 16 can be written as 2 power 4. On comparing, so since bases are equal, exponents can also be made equal. So from this what I am going to get? So n is equal to 4, that is the total number of elements present in the given set, right? Next, moving on to question number 21. N of A is equal to 12, n of B is equal to 20. Now what is saying? A subset to B. So first thing, we need to draw the sets. So A is subset to B, that means this is set A and this is set B. The number of elements that are present in A is 12. The number of elements that is present in A is 12. Next, number of elements that is present in B is 20. That means the number of elements totally is 20. So among these 20 elements, already 12 elements are present in A, as well as these 12 elements are present in B also. Now what is he asking? So number of elements present in B minus A. So what is the meaning of B minus A? So B minus A means, so from B you need to subtract, so you need to take the difference of elements of A. That means, so whatever the elements that are present in B, we need to cancel out with the elements that are present in A. That means we need to find out this area, this part, not this area, this part. So how many elements will be present in this part? So these are totally 20. So these are totally 20 and these are only 12. That means how many elements would be present here? So there will be 8 elements. So from this what I can say, so n of b minus a is equal to 8. Understood? So this region represents n of a and this total region represents n of b. Now if you want n of b minus a, then this particular region represents n of b minus a. So if you want to find, so n of b minus a is nothing but 20 minus 12, which is nothing but 8. For suppose if we ask you to find n of a minus b, so n of a minus b means, so from a you need to take the difference of elements of b, then its answer would be 0. So its answer would be 0 because every element of a is present in b, no? That means every element of a will cancel with the elements of b. Hence the answer will be 0 for n of a minus b. If the question is n of a minus b, then answer will be 0. For suppose if you ask about a minus b, then answer is 5. So here you need to understand the difference between this and this. Here he is asking about cardinal number. Here he is asking number of elements in a minus b. Okay, so you need to be clear about these two things. If you ask about a minus b, then it is 5. If you ask about n of a minus b, then it is 0. Right? Next, moving on to question number 22. So there is no question number 22, right? So these are all the previously asked questions. Now we are going to discuss some more typical questions. See question number 1. So let a is equal to set of 1 comma 2 comma. This is set of 1. So this is an element of this particular set. Next, set of 1 minus 2. So this is also one of the elements that is present inside the set. Next, 3 is one element, 4 is one element. Right? Now here we need to understand two things. The first one is belongs to and the second one is subset. So when we need to use belong, so this belongs to is used when you consider an element. So when you consider an element, you will be using the symbol belongs to. So when you consider set, when you consider a set, you will be using the symbol subset. So you need to be clear about these two symbols. So students will get confused so with respect to these symbols. So when you are talking about element, you need to use the symbol belongs to or does not belongs to. If you are talking about a set, so set means either it is subset or generally a set, then you will be using the concept of subset. Right? Now let us see. Let a is equal to, so this is nothing but a set which he has given. Then which of the following is true? So he is asking which statement is true. Now he is saying option A, so set of 3 belongs to A. Now in this set A, you are having 3 as an element. So when you are having 3 as an element, but here what he has given, set of 3. He has given set of 3. So when you are having set, so set means you need to use the symbol subset. But what did he use? He used belongs to. So that's why this is wrong. Next, here 1 comma 3. So set of 1 comma 3. So whenever you are having set of 1 comma 3, you need to use the symbol subset. Set of 1 comma 3, you need to use the symbol subset. But what did he use? He used belongs to. So that's why this is also not my answer. Next, here he has used set of 1 comma 2 belongs to A. But here if you observe in this, so this set of 1 comma 2 is an element. Set of 1 comma 2 is an element of this set. So when it is an element, then you can use belongs to symbol. Hence this is correct. Hence it is correct because this is an element of the given set. Right? The same way, if in the place in option A, if he has given set of 1 belongs to A, then it would be correct because set of 1 is an element of the given set A. So likewise you should be clear about this particular type of questions. Right, here 1, 2 are elements. Normally they are elements, and this set of 1, 2 is also an element. Right, for suppose if he gives set of 1, 2 subset to A, so then also it would be correct. Okay, so you should be clear about this subset and belongs to. Right, next moving on to question number 2. So which of the following is a false statement? So from using question number 1, so you need to answer question number 2. So set of 1, so set of 1 belongs to A, so it is correct because set of 1 is an element of A. Right, next set of 1, 2 belongs, so subset of A, so already I have discussed. Right, so this is also correct, so this is also correct. So set of 1, 2, so here he has considered this particular case, so set of 1, 2 subset to A. Next the third one is set of 1, 2 belongs to A, so set of 1, 2 belongs to A is also correct because it is an element of A. Right, now since all the 3 statements are true, that means none is my answer. So all the 3 statements are correct, so is asking about false statement, so no option is false, hence option D is my answer. Next is A is equal to set of 1, 2, 3, 4, so A is equal to set of 1, 2, 3, 4, and B is equal to set of 2, 4, 6, 8. He is asking you to find out A minus B. So if you want to find A minus B, what you should do? First you need to write set A followed by set B. So what is set B? 2, 4, 6, 8. Now he is asking you to find A minus B. So to find A minus B, first of all we need to cancel out the common elements. So after cancelling out the common elements, so whatever the set that is present after the minus you should not consider. So only the thing that you need to see is the elements which are left over in the first set, so that is before minus, hence the answer is option C. For suppose if you ask about B minus A, so then B minus A is nothing but 6, 8, because 6, 8 is left over. So when you want to do B minus A, first of all you need to write set B. So what is set B? 2, 4, 6, 8 minus set A is 1, 2, 3, 4. Now among this, so 2, 4 are the common things, we can cancel them out. After that you need to leave out this set after the minus, whatever the set that is left over, so that will be my answer, hence the answer will be 6, 8 if he asks about B minus A. Right, next moving on to question number 4. N of A union B is equal to 8, N of A is equal to 6, N of B is equal to 4, N of A intersection B he is asking you to find it out. So already we know the formula. N of A union B is equal to, how we are having formula, the same way N of A intersection B also follows the same. So N of A intersection B is equal to N of A plus N of B minus N of A union B. So simply there will be a place change, that's it. Now N of A is 6, N of B is 4 minus N of A union B is 8. So 6 plus 4 is 10, 10 minus 8, 2. Hence the answer is 2. Next moving on to question number 5. Let A, B are two sets such that N of A is equal to 5 and N of B is equal to 7. Then the maximum number of elements in A union B. So here whenever you want to find N of A union B and you want maximum, so already we know the formula. N of A union B is equal to N of A plus N of B minus N of A intersection B. Now here these two things we are going to add and this particular part we are going to subtract. Right, now if you want to get maximum of A union B, so if you want max of A union B, then this subtraction part should be less. So this subtraction part should be less means what is the least value of A intersection B? So the least value of A intersection B is nothing but equal to 0. So when you make this n of A intersection B as minimum, then we will get n of A union B as maximum. That means, so it is possible to have n of A plus n of B. That means A union B is maximum when n of A intersection B is minimum. That means A union B maximum is equal to n of A plus n of B. So from the option, so what are the values that are given? N of A is given as 5 and n of B is given as 7. So 5 plus 7 is 12. Hence the answer is 12. Next, A union B is equal to A union C and A intersection B is equal to A intersection C. So here A union B is equal to A union C. Since A is the common thing, here A intersection B is equal to A intersection C. So when such type of conditions are given, so clearly you can say that so A union B is equal to A union C and A intersection B is equal to A intersection C, then clearly B is equal to C. So it is possible when B is equal to C, right? Since A is common thing, and so whenever you are having union, so that is also equal, and when you are considering intersection, so then also they are equal. So it is only possible when B is equal to C. Next, if A is equal to 1, 2, 3, 4, then the cardinality of set A. Cardinality means nothing but n of A. So n of A is nothing but 4. So how many elements are present? So there are 4 elements, hence answer is option A. If A comma B are disjoint sets, so disjoint sets means, so there is no intersection part, and he has given n of A is equal to 4 and n of A union B is equal to 7, then what is the value of n of B? So already we know when the sets are disjoint, then directly n of A union B is equal to n of A plus n of B. Now on substituting the values, so 7 is equal to n of A is 4 plus n of B. So from this clearly n of B is equal to 7 minus 4, which is nothing but 3. Hence the answer is 3. Next, moving on to question number 9. An object of a set is called. So already from the concept we know that object of a set is nothing but called as element. Next, what is the symbol of belongs to? So belongs to symbol is, it looks like E. So if it is striked off, it is called as does not belongs to. If you are given subset, so this is subset are equal to, right? So these two are symbols for subsets. Next, the set of all real numbers is. So the set of all real numbers is, how many real numbers we have? We have infinite number of real numbers, hence it is an infinite set. The number of elements in the empty set is, so how many elements are present? So is asking about number. So is asking about the cardinal number of empty set. So whenever he asks about cardinal number of empty set, then it is 0, right? Next, if A is equal to 1, 2, 2, 1, 3, 4, 3, 4, then n of A is equal to, then n of A is equal to. So first of all, if you observe this, so how many elements are present? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now if you want, so you can write it as 1, 2, 3, 4. But here what he has given, so he has repeated the number of terms, number of elements. So here if you observe, there are repetition of elements. So whenever you are having repetition of elements, so this type of representation is not possible. So whenever you are having repetition, so you need to write only once. So set of 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so that means this is nothing but my set. So if you observe this, then total number of elements that are present in set B is 4. Next, if A subset to B, A is subset to B, then A union B is equal to, so already we have discussed about this. A subset to B means B is the bigger set, then A union B is given by set B. Next, A union 5. So A is a set, and when you add empty set, then it will be equal to the set itself. A union 5 is equal to A, right? Next, the German mathematician who developed the theory of sets. So the father of sets is nothing but George Cantor, right? Next, moving on to 17th question. The set is a well-defined collection of objects. So here the word well-defined is most important. Next, the objects in the set are called dash of the set. So they are called as elements, or sometimes you call them as members also. So that's why both A and B will be my answer. Roster form of the set of natural numbers less than 6. So set of natural numbers means it starts from 1, and less than 6 means so till 5 we need to consider. Hence the answer is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Next, the set formed from the letters of the word school. So what you can write? S, C, H. Already O is 2 times, so we'll be writing only once. So it's S, C, H, O, L. Option D will be my answer. Roster form is also called as, so roster form is also called as list form. So it is also called as list form. Next, describing a set by same property common to all its elements is called as, so it is called as set builder form or rule form. Hence the answer will be both A and B, right? So set builder form's other name is rule form, right? Next, moving on to question number 23. So K is equal to X such that X is a prime number less than 13. X is a prime number less than 13. Then the answer will be 2, 3, 5, 7 and 11. So answer is option Bombay. Next, moving on to question number 24. A is equal to 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. So if you observe these elements, all are multiples of 2. All are multiples of 2. That means all are even numbers. Then from this, what I can say? So x square such that x belongs to natural numbers. So this is not possible because there are infinite number of natural numbers, but the given set is a finite set, hence it is not possible answer. Next, 2x such that x is an odd number, x less than or equal to 20. 2x such that x is an odd number, x less than or equal to 20. So here x should be considered as odd numbers. That means 1, 3, 5, 7 that we need to consider. Likewise till 19. So when you consider those, then what would be my answers? So 2, next 6, 10. So likewise we are going to get. But what is the given options? So 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. So it is also not the answer. Next, x cube. So we cannot, clearly we can say that these are not cubes. Then only possible answer is option D. X such that x is an even number, x less than or equal to 10. Hence option D will be my answer. Next, if B is equal to 17206, then n of B is equal to number of elements. Just count the number of elements. How many elements are there? 5. Hence the answer is 5. Here 0 also you should consider. Okay. Next, n of 5. So number of elements in null set is 0. Number of elements in null set is 0. Now the next one. So every set is subset to itself, right? So every set is subset to itself. If A is subset to B and A is not equal to B, then A is called, so A is called proper subset. So A is called proper subset of B. If A is equal to B, then you can say that just a subset of B, right? So if A is not equal to B, then we can say that A is proper subset of B. Next, a roster form of the set of multiples of 5 which lie between 25 and 50. So lie between 25 and 50 means we should not consider 25 and we should not consider 50. That means what would be my answer? So 30, 35, 40, 45, because we should not consider 50. Hence the answer is 30, 35, 40, 45. Next, in set builder form, the letter X denotes any dash that belongs to the set, right? So it is an arbitrary element. So arbitrary element means, it takes values depend on the conditions, right? Next, in rule form, the slant bar stands for, so the slant bar stands for such that, right? So instead of slant bar we can use, colon symbol also. right? So both means the same, such that, right? Next, moving on to 32. So 2 is dash set of natural numbers. So 2 is dash of the set of natural numbers. 2 is an element of, so because 2 is one of the elements, right, of set of natural numbers, hence it is an element. Next, minus 3 is not an element of set of whole numbers, because in whole numbers we don't have negative numbers. Next, minus 4 does not belongs to. So sometimes we are saying not an element, sometimes we say does not belongs to. Next, 0 to the set of whole numbers. So 0 belongs to the set of whole numbers. Next, a is equal to 1, 2, 7, 10. Already we have discussed about this. So here 7 is an element. So element means belongs to. So 7 belongs to set A. If he says, so set of 7, if he say about set of 7, then it is subset. Next, moving on to next question. A is equal to 1, 2, 7, 10. Then 4 does not belongs to A, because there is no element 4 in the given set. Next, 0 does not belongs to set of natural numbers. So how will we represent in symbolic form? So here symbolic forms are very, very important. So 0 does not belongs to natural number set. Next, set builder form of 1, 1 by 2, 1 by 3, 1 by 4, 1 by 5 and 1 by 6. Now in the options, so you can observe that it should be given as x such that. So it should be given like this. So x such that. So x such that x is equal to 1 by n, where n is less than or equal to 7. So n belongs to natural numbers and n less than 7. Hence the option B is my answer. So here x such that. So x such that x belongs to, sorry, x is equal to 1 by n. N belongs to natural numbers and n is less than 7. So everywhere we need to represent in this particular way, right? So x such that x is equal to 1 by n cube. Here x such that x is equal to 1 by n square. If you observe, all are natural numbers that are present in the denominators. So only possibility is option B. Next, question number 40. If you observe, so he has given b is equal to x such that x plus 3 is equal to 6. X such that x plus 3 is equal to 6. Then what are the possible answers that we have? So this particular equation, when it is satisfied, so that particular value of x we need to write. So x plus 3 is equal to 6 means x is equal to 6 minus 3, which is equal to 3. That means b is equal to set of element 3. Hence the answer is option Delhi. Next, moving on to question number 41. A dash is a set with no elements in it. So if there are no elements in a set, it is called as null set. So null set is also called as a void set or empty set. So there are different names for this null set. So null set or void set, okay, empty set. The null set is sometimes denoted by, so empty set, void set. So already we have discussed, empty set is denoted by the symbol. So it is denoted by the symbol 5, or sometimes so it is denoted by this symbol. So with empty, closed and open brackets. Next, set of 0. So set of 0 is a set contains the element 0. So in this particular set we are having the element 0. Next, a set with only one element is known as, so here it is 1. So a set with only one element is known as singleton set. So a set with only one element is known as singleton set. So the best example is set of even prime number. Next, number of elements in a singleton set is 1. So number of elements present in singleton set is 1. Next, x such that x plus 4 is equal to 4. So x plus 4 is equal to 4 means x is equal to 0. That means this set A is set of 0. Next, question number 48. X says that x belongs to n and x is less than 1000. So x is less than 1000 means, so it is a natural number. That means it starts from 1 and it goes till 999. That means So we know that how many number of elements are present, hence it is a finite set. Next, if in two sets A and B, every element of A is in B and every element of B is in A, then we write it as, so every element of A is present in B and every element of B is present in A. That means A is subset to B and he is saying B is subset to A. If A is subset to B and B is subset to A, then simply A is equal to B. So answer is A is equal to B. A is not equal to B means, so A is not equal to B means set A and set B do not contain same elements. So this is true or false. So he is asking, so what we can say about this? So A is not equal to B means, so A and B do not contain same elements. So is this the possible case? So we cannot determine. So if A is subset to B, then we can say that A and B are not equal because A is having less number of elements when compared to B, right? But we cannot say that A and B do not have same elements, right? So here can't be determined because it depends on the situation, right? Next, 51. The number of elements in a set is called as cardinal number of the set. So it is called cardinal number of the set. Next, if B is equal to 17206, so already we have discussed, I think. So answer is 5. So it is a repeated question. Next, if every element of A is also an element of B, then what we can say? A is a subset to B. A is subset to B. Next, question number 54. Set A is equal to 1, 2, 3 and set B is equal to 1, 2, 3, 4. That means every element of set A is present in set B. Along with that we have one extra element in B. Then what we can say? A is a subset of B. A is subset of B. If with respect to B if he asks, so we can say that B is superset of A. So this superset comes when he has given in a reverse order. So the same thing he has given in the above question. So B is a dash of A. So B is superset of A. So this is smaller when compared to this. So that's why this particular small set will be subset of the given set. And when you see in reverse order, so set B will be superset of set A. A is not a subset of B. So A is not a subset of B. If A contains, so A is not a subset of B if A contains a dash which is not in B. So when can you say that A is not a subset of B? If A is having at least one element, so which is not present in B, then we can clearly say that A is not subset of B. Next, a collection of 5 scholars in your city. So collection of 5 scholars in your city. So can you say that a collection of 5 scholars is in your city? So we cannot say who is a scholar. So that's why it is not a set. So I may collect some 5, so some other may collect some other 5. So then clearly we cannot well define the set. So that's why it is not a set. Next, X says that X is a student of your school. X says that X is a student of your school. So whenever you are having X as that, then it is a set builder form. Next, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10 is an example of. So it is a finite set. It is a finite set. Next, moving on to one more question. So question number 60. X says that X is a natural number is a dash set. So how many natural numbers we have? We have infinite number of natural numbers, hence it is a infinite set. X says that X is not equal to X. So is there any number which is not equal to itself? So there is no such number. That's why it is an example of empty set. Next, A is equal to set of 1, 2, 3 and B is equal to set of 3, 4, 5. Then A intersection B is equal to. So A intersection B is equal to means, so here A intersection B is will give me a set. So that's why. So what is the intersection thing we have? So we are having set of 3. Next question number 63. So question number 62. So the answer is option Delhi. Right. Next, moving on to question number 63. Set A is equal to A comma B comma C and set B is equal to C comma A comma B. In both the sets you are having the same elements, but the order is different. So here in a set the order is not important. Here both the sets are equal sets. That means A is equal to B. Next, set A is equal to 1 2 3 4. Set B is equal to 3 5 6. Then is there any element that is common in both the sets? So there is no common element. So that's why their intersection is equal to 5. Next, question number 65. Set A is equal to 1 2 7 and set B is equal to 2 1. So this 2 1 is present in set A. So from this clearly what I can say, set B is subset of set A. Set B is subset of set A. Next, A is subset of B. A is subset of B. Then A minus B is equal to. So already we have discussed about this. When set A is present inside set B, then A minus B. So A minus B means you don't have any elements that are present. Hence A minus B is equal to 5. Next, moving on to question number 67. So A minus 5. So A minus 5. So when you are having a set A, so from this set A, so if you want to remove that 5, then so 5 means nothing but it is a null set. So from A, set A, if you remove null set, so there will be set A that is left over. Next, A union A dash. So A union A dash is nothing but equal to mu. A union A dash is equal to mu. For suppose if this is my set mu, so this rectangle, so mu is universal set, so which is represented with this rectangular box, and you consider any set A. So if this is my set A and this particular part is called as A, and the part which is outside this A is nothing but called as A dash. Now when you take the union of A and A dash, so it will be equal to this rectangular portion. Hence this union of A and A dash is nothing but mu. Next, mu dash is equal to, so the complement of mu, so complement of universal set, so complement of universal set is nothing but given by mu minus mu. So if you subtract mu minus mu, that means it is equal to 5. Hence the answer is 5. Next, A is equal to set of 1 2 3 and B is equal to set of 12 0 5. Then A minus B is equal to, then A minus B is equal to, so what will you get? So for suppose if we consider this as 1 comma 2 comma 0 comma 5, then what is the value of A minus B? So A minus B will be set of 3. Set of 3, but here we don't have set of 3. Then for suppose if it is considered as 12, then so what you are going to have? So there are no common elements that are present. Then clearly what we can say? So it is nothing but set of 1 2 3, because there are no common elements to cancel them. Then A minus B is nothing but equal to set A itself. Okay, so it is set A itself. Next, A union 5. So what is A union 5? If we add 5 to A, then you are going to get the same set A. Next, A delta B. So A delta B is nothing but we call it as symmetric difference. So we call it as symmetric difference. So what is the meaning of symmetric difference? So symmetric difference means, so if this is set A and this is set B, then symmetric difference is nothing but this particular shaded part is A minus B and this particular shaded part is B minus A, right? So this part is A minus B and this particular part is B minus A. So when you take the union of these two sets, A minus B union B minus A, then we call it as A delta B. So A delta B is equal to A minus B union B minus A. So this will be my answer, as well as So this particular shaded part we can represent in other way also. So that is nothing but A union B minus A intersection B. So A union B means this total shaded part. So we can represent like this. So A union B means this total shaded part. So from this we need to subtract this intersection part. So if we remove this intersection part, we are going to get the remaining part. So which is nothing but A minus B union B minus A. So from this what I can say, option B is also my answer. So from this option C will be my answer. Next, phi dash, like mu complement. So mu complement is equal to phi. The same way phi complement is equal to mu. So these are nothing but we call them as De Morgan laws. Right. Next, 2, 6, 10 intersection 8, 9, 11, 12, 13. So is there any element that is common? So there is no element 2 in this. So no 6, no 10. So their intersection is 5. Hence the answer is 5. Next, moving on to question number 75. Next, question number 75. N of A is equal to 4. Then N of P of A is equal to. So P of A means nothing but power set of A. So power set A means set of all subsets. So when you write the subsets, so if you write them inside a set, then such set is nothing but called as power set of A. So number of elements that are present in power set of A. So it is given by the same formula. So number of subsets. So 2 power N of A. So which is nothing but 2 power 4, which is equal to 16. So power set means nothing but the set of all subsets. The set of all subsets is nothing but called as power set. So power set contains all the subsets. So that is the reason why we have used the formula of number of subsets. Next, A union B is equal to B union A. So this particular law is nothing but called as commutative law. Next, A minus of A minus B. So A minus of A minus B. So for suppose, so these are my two sets A and B. Now this whole set is my set A, and this particular shaded part is my A minus B. This particular part is A minus B. So from this set A, if I subtract A minus B, so from set A, if I subtract A minus B, then what I am going to have? So from this total set, if I remove this part, so this particular part if I remove, then what is left over? So I will be left with this particular. So I will be left over with this particular part. So what is this particular part called? So this particular part is called as A intersection B. Hence the answer is A intersection B. So A complement, whole complement. So when you are having even number of complements, so all the complement will get cancelled. Hence the answer will be A. Next, if A subset to B, then A minus B is equal to already repeated question. So repeated question means so it is very very important. Hence the answer is 5. If A subset to B, so A subset to B means so there is set B in which set A is present. Now A union B minus A. So what is B minus A? So B minus A means this outside ring part. And to this ring part, if you make union of A, so that means if you consider all this part, so this part will be equal to set of B. So from the figures, so we can easily write it out. Okay. So B minus A means so this ring part. So this ring part is nothing but we call it as B minus A. So this is B minus A. So to this B minus A, if we add up this A, then I am going to get the total set B. Hence the answer is B. Now from the whole numbers, if we remove the element 0, from the whole number set, if we remove the element 0, then we are going to get natural number set. Now A subset to B and B subset to C. A subset to B and B subset to C, then we can say that A is subset to C. This particular property is nothing but called as transitive property. We call this property as transitive property. A is subset to B and B is subset to C, then A is subset to C. Next, the cardinal number of null set, that means number of elements present in a null set is 0. So A complement minus B complement. So A complement minus B complement. So already we know A complement can be written as mu minus A and B complement can be written as mu minus B. Now if you open up the brackets, then what you are going to have, mu minus A, when you multiply with minus, so this becomes minus mu. So minus of minus is plus B, so minus mu plus mu gets cancelled. So finally I am going to get B minus A. So A complement minus B complement can be written as B minus A. Hence the answer is option C. Next, moving on to question number 85. If A is equal to set of 1, 2, 3 and B is equal to set of 3, 4, 5, then A delta B is equal to, so A delta B can be written as A union B minus A intersection B. A union B minus A intersection B. So what is A union B? So A union B is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 minus A intersection B is set of 3. Now when we do subtraction, then we will be left over with 1, 2, 4, 5 as a set. Hence the answer is set of 1, 2, 4, 5. But in the options, so 1, 2, 4, 5 is not given, hence the answer is none. A is equal to 5. That means there are no elements that are present in A and there are no elements present in B also. Then A union B is equal to the same null set, right? Next, A intersection B is equal to 5. A intersection B is equal to 5. Then n of A intersection B, that means n of 5. So how many elements are present in null set? So there are 0 elements in the options, so there is no 0, hence the answer is none. If A union B is equal to A intersection B, if A union B is equal to A intersection B, so what is the meaning? So A union B and A intersection B both are same, that means A is equal to B. So it is possible only when A is equal to B. Next, mu dash is equal to 5. So mu dash is equal to 5. So it is called as the complementary law. So or we can call it as De Morgan's law. So De Morgan's law. If A complement is equal to B, then A union B is equal to A complement is equal to, that means mu minus A is equal to B. That means so mu is equal to A plus B. So here no plus, so it is A union B. So A union B is equal to mu. A union B is equal to mu. So A complement is equal to B. That means so set B is equal to A complement. So instead of B, what I can write? A complement. So A union A complement already we know. So A union A complement is equal to mu. Next, phi delta phi. So phi delta phi. So phi delta phi means, so what we can say, A delta B means A union B minus A intersection B. So from this what I can say, phi union phi minus phi intersection phi. So what is phi union phi? So phi union phi is phi minus phi intersection phi is phi. So phi minus phi is phi. So answer is phi. Next, 92. So A union A is equal to A. A union A is equal to A. It is idempotent law. It is idempotent law. So whenever you are having A union A is equal to A, so it is called idempotent law. Next, A union B is equal to B. So already we have discussed about this. It is possible only when, so if A union B is equal to B, so clearly B should be the largest set. So clearly A should be subset of B. A should be subset of B. So from this what we can say, option B is my answer, right? Next, A is equal to 5, B is equal to 5, then A intersection B is equal to 5. Next, n of A is equal to 10, n of B is equal to 4, n of A intersection B is equal to 2. So already we know the formula. n of A union B. So n of A union B is equal to n of A, that is 10, plus n of B, which is 4, minus n of A intersection B. So 10 plus 4, 14, 14 minus 2, 12. Hence the answer is 12. Next, A union B whole complement. So A union B whole complement. So this is De Morgan law. So from this what we can say is, so whenever you are having A union B whole complement, this can be written as A complement. So this union will be changed as intersection, and that B will be changed as B complement. So A complement intersection B complement. The same way here, only the thing is, so you will have a change in union as intersection, and intersection will be changed as union. Next, A minus B union A minus C. A minus B union A minus C. Among these two, so what you have? A is common. So A minus B union A minus C. So which can be written as A minus B union C. A minus B union C. If I consider this particular thing, so how can I write it as? So A minus C union B minus C. So what is given? So A minus B union A minus C. That means you should have A as common. That means, so this I can write as A union of B minus C. So A union of B minus C means A union B minus A union C. So do you have this option? So we don't have this particular option, right? So hence the answer is none, right? So answer will be this one. So A union B minus C. But here if you take option 1, you are getting A minus C union B minus C. So this is not the given question. And here A minus B intersection C. So A minus B intersection C means A minus C intersection B minus C. Sorry. So this is not. So here C will be distributed. So A intersection C minus B intersection C. Right. So clearly, so these options are not satisfying the given question. Hence answer will be A union of B minus C. A union of B minus C. So which is not given in the options. So clearly my answer is none. Next, n of A is equal to 3. Then the number of proper subsets. So number of proper subsets is given by 2 power n of A minus 1. So this is nothing but the formula for proper subsets. So if you ask about number of non-empty proper subsets, so if you ask about non-empty proper subsets, then the formula would be 2 power n of A minus 2. Now is asking number of proper subsets. Then from this what would be the answer? 2 cube minus 1. So 2 cube minus 1 means 8 minus 1, which is nothing but 7. Next, question number 99. So what he has given? So he has given A intersection B is equal to 5. That means A and B are having no common element. That means they are disjoint sets. Then B intersection A complement. So B intersection A complement. Now let us see by pictorial representation. So this is A and this is B. Now A intersection B is equal to 5. So this is nothing but my figure. Now B is nothing but this particular part. Next, A complement means, so other than A, so whatever the region that is present. Now let us shade with a different. So A complement. So A complement means other than A. So whatever the area that is present, we need to shade it. So other than A, so whatever the area that is present, we need to shade it. So after doing the shading part, now what is he asking? So what is the value of B intersection A complement? B intersection A complement. Intersection means common part. So what is the common part of the shading? So it is nothing but this particular part, right? So it is nothing but B. So answer is B. Next, A union B intersection C. So A union B intersection C. So A union B intersection C can be written as, so this particular intersection will be written in the middle, and this particular union, so A union B, so this is nothing but distribution, A union B, and what is the symbol that is present in the middle? Intersection. So A union B intersection A union C, hence the answer is A union B intersection A union C. So option A will be my answer, right? So this particular A will be distributed to both B and C, and whatever the symbol that is present in the middle, so that will be written in the middle, right? Next, moving on to question number 101. All prime numbers less than 20 is nothing but set A. So from this clearly set A can be written as 2, 3, 5, 7, 11, 13, 17, 19. So there are totally 8 elements. Next, set B means whole numbers less than 10. So whole numbers less than 10 means 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 and 9. Now what is he asking? A intersection B. What are the common elements? 2, 3, 5, 7 are the common elements. 2, 3, 5, 7. Hence the answer is set of 2, 3, 5, 7. In the above problem, if you ask about A minus B, so A minus B means, so we need to cancel out these common elements, and whatever the things that are left over, that will be my answer. So 11, 13, 17 and 19. Next, question number 103. N of A union B is equal to 51. So already we know the formula. So what is that? So what I need to find it out? N of B. So we are going to write the formula. N of A union B is equal to N of A plus N of B minus N of A intersection B. On substituting the values, 51 is equal to 20 plus, so since we don't know N of B, so N of B will be as it is, minus 13. 20 minus 13 is 7. So when you transpose 7, so 51 minus 7 is equal to N of B. So 51 minus 7 is nothing but, so 51 minus 7 is 44. So 51 minus 7 is 44, hence the answer is 44. So N of B is equal to 44. The identity element under union of sets is, so under the union of sets, so A union, how much gives me A again? So the meaning of identity element under the union of sets. So under the union of sets means you need to consider union, and on doing union with what, we are going to get A again. So A union phi is equal to A. A union phi is equal to A. So from this what we can say, the identity element of union is phi. Identity element of union is phi. For suppose if he ask about intersection, instead of union, if he ask about intersection, A intersection what is A again? A intersection what is A? So A intersection mu is A. So from this what I can say, mu is, so mu is the identity element. So mu is the identity element under intersection of sets. Under intersection of sets. So from this we are going to have two questions. Next, A minus B. So already you know how to draw A minus B. So this is nothing but A minus B. So remaining also we are going to write. So this particular Venn diagram represents A union B, and this particular Venn diagram represents B minus A. Okay. Next, moving on to the next question, mu union phi. So mu is universal set. So to universal set, if you add empty set, then it will be universal set again. This particular shading part represents A intersection B. So answer is A intersection B. Next, this particular intersection part represents A delta B. So A delta B, and this simple part represents A minus B, and this part represents B minus A. Okay, so the combination of A minus B and B minus A is nothing but A delta B. So what is the common elements that of n intersection w? So natural numbers and whole numbers. So what is the intersection part of natural numbers and whole numbers? So it is nothing but the smallest set, that is natural number set, right? So if you ask about union, so already we know natural number set is nothing but 1 2 3 4 and so on. Whole number set is nothing but 0 1 2 3 4 and so on. Since we are asked about intersection part, hence it will be the smaller set. If you asked about union, for suppose if you ask about so natural number union whole numbers, then we can say that it is the set of whole numbers. Next, if A and B are disjoint sets, so disjoint sets means so both the sets are having intersection phi, that means there are no common elements, then n of A union B is equal to n of A plus n of B, hence the answer will be option B. Next, question number 111. So A union B is equal to, so from this, what is A union B? 1 2 4 5 6 7 10. So 1 2 4 5 6 7 10. So there is no such option. So set of 1 2 4 5 6 7 10. So this will be my answer. So but that option is not given, hence answer is none. Next, identity element under intersection of sets. So already we have discussed somewhere. So A intersection how much is A again? So A intersection how much is A? So it is mu, hence the answer is mu. Next, which of the following is true? So A minus B is not equal to B minus A. So A minus B is not equal to B minus A. Next, A union phi is equal to A again, hence it is false. Next, mu dash is equal to phi. Mu dash is equal to phi. So clearly it is also false. Hence the only possibility is A minus B is not equal to B minus A. Next, question number 114. A is set of factors of 12. A is set of factors of 12. So A is equal to set of factors of 12 means 1 2 3 4 6 and 12. Now among these elements, so which is not a member of A? So 9 is not a member of A. So 9 is not a member of A, 10 is not a member of A, 12 is a member of A, 5 is not a member of A. So the question not should not be present. So which are the following is not a member of A? So not a member of A means these three options are coming. So what are those options? 9, 10 and 5. But if he says is a member of A, then C will be my answer. So if we change the question, then this 12 will be my answer. Next, 115. If the number of proper subsets of a given set is 31. So already we know the number of proper subsets is given as 2 power n minus 1. So which is given as 31. Now from this 2 power n is equal to 32. 32 I can write it as 2 power 5. Right? So from this n is equal to 5. So total number of elements is 5. Next, the union of set of rational numbers and set of irrational numbers. So union of set of rational numbers and irrational numbers is real numbers. Right? So these all are nothing but the questions of sets. So different models. So we have discussed. So there are some questions so which are repeated. So those questions are very, very important. Right? So thanks for watching the video. So in the next video we are going to discuss the remaining chapters. So stay connected with the channel. So thank you for watching.